often asked to assist state and COMCAST is often asked to assist state and federal law enforcement agencies and government entities in their criminal or administrative investigations, and we do so while protecting subscriber privacy as required by law and our subscriber privacy policies. In order to obtain COMCAST subscriber information, law enforcement agencies and government entities must provide COMCAST with a valid legal request appropriate for the matter, or responsive information will not be released. COMCAST reviews and evaluates each request on a case-by-case basis and considers any special procedural or legal requirements or applicable laws while protecting and maintaining the privacy of our subscribers, business information, and records. Unless a lawful request or court order explicitly directs COMCAST not to do so, COMCAST may provide information to a subscriber regarding government requests for information about that customer in advance, or if the customer makes a verified written request to COMCAST seeking information about government requests for the subscriber's data or records. Your request must include a non-disclosure statement directing COMCAST not to disclose the request's existence to the customer to prevent potential notification to a customer about the existence of a government request or court order. COMCAST's Law Enforcement and Subscriber Record Center, LESRC, responds to valid legal enforcement requests from state and federal government entities and law enforcement agencies for information and subscriber and records relating to COMCAST residential and commercial subscribers. Record Center. How to submit a request. Online portal mail, *fax, *email*. https://lesrc.comcast.com Law Enforcement and 866-947-5587 LEA submit at comcast.com. Registration required Subscriber Record Center, 1800 Bishopsgate Boulevard. Help? Call 866-947-8572 Mount Laurel, New Jersey, 08054. Where there is an emergency involving danger of death or serious physical injury, COMCAST will expedite release of subscriber information without legal process. Proper legal process must be submitted within a reasonable time after the emergency has subsided. Contact the LESRC's emergency number, 877-249-7306, to initiate release of records and provide the relevant facts and circumstances of the emergency. Include a cover letter/page with your contact information and any relevant information. No cover letter is required for requests made through the online portal or emergency disclosure requests. Types of court government entity has made the requisite orders. A court order must be signed showing by a judge, required indicating under that law that the records requested the law enforcement officer or legal are relevant and material to an ongoing investigation. Pursuant to applicable law, COMCAST does not. Request provide any content, text messages or email, cell site location information, CSLI, or details on the selection of video programming to law enforcement in response to a court order. Certain content requires a warrant, as does CSLI. A wiretap, pen register, or trap and trace all require a court order. Subpoena. A government entity or law enforcement official may issue a subpoena to seek evidence relevant to the investigation of a possible crime. This can include a state or federal grand jury, trial, or statutorily authorized administrative subpoena. 18 U.S.C. 2703 C2 A-F limits the types of information that can be released in response to a subpoena. Customer name and address, including email addresses. Call detail and record of internet usage, session times and duration, bandwidth usage. Length of service and types of service. Telephone or other subscriber account identifying numbers, including IP addresses. Payment records, including means and methods of payment. Types of warrants. Warrants require a government entity or law enforcement belief that the person whose records agency to demonstrate that are being sought there is probable cause or reasonable. Legal has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a crime. A warrant may be used to obtain. Request stored content as well as more basic subscriber or transactional information. Stored content refers to communications or data that subscribers create and store through their COMCAST services, such as email, photographs, and home security video. Certain state laws may also impose warrant requirements on or limit disclosure of certain subscriber data or records. Consent from subscriber. Law enforcement may obtain subscriber records upon showing that lawful consent was obtained from the subscriber. Child exploitation. Lawful demands for subscriber information that relates to the exploitation of children are prioritized. To provide a faster response, the demand must state that the matter involves or potentially involves the exploitation of children. COMCAST will make information available to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as required by 18 U.S.C. 2258A. FISA. 50 U.S.C. 1801 to 1862 and U.S.C. 2511 submissions to COMCAST should be coordinated with the applicable FBI field office. A special agent or other authorized FBI employee must hand-deliver the request to COMCAST. Pen register/trap and trace device. 18 U.S.C. 3123 provides a mechanism for authorizing and approving the installation and use of a pen register or trap and trace device pursuant to court order. All orders must be coordinated with the LESRC for implementation. National Security Letters. Delivery of all national security letters should be coordinated through the FBI field office in Washington, D.C. and delivered to COMCAST. Wiretaps and interception of communications. 18 U.S.C. 2511 provides a mechanism for authorizing and approving the interception of a wire, oral, or electronic communication pursuant to court order. All such orders must be coordinated with the LESRC prior to submission to COMCAST. Note, COMCAST, as a cable operator, is prohibited by 47 U.S.C. 551 C2D. From providing any information or records to state and federal law enforcement agencies and government entities revealing cable subscriber selection of video programming in response to a warrant, court order, or subpoena under the provisions above, and can only provide such in response to a specific court order that complies with 47 U.S.C. 551 H, unless the subscriber has consented. Please contact us for details. Civil matters. Submissions of legal requests for civil matters must be served through